All right, if you like to go backpacking or kayaking and you like to bring some food along for multi-day events, you can go buy the manufacturer brand dehydrated meals if you want to, or you can just bring junk food like Pop-Tarts and various other things, or you can make your own, and you can make them so that they taste so much better than what you buy at the store, and it costs so much less if you buy all the ingredients ahead of time when it's on sale. Dehydrate them and store them in the refrigerator in your cupboard, and then you've got them ready to use. But it's so much easier to do it yourself, and it does taste a whole lot better. Give it a try. Buy the food when it's the cheapest, and I'll give you a perfect example here. This is Harvest salsa from Sprouts. It's a Sprouts brand, and it's pumpkin, jalapeno, and spices all in a salsa. And I just love anything that gives me some spice and some zest, and I can add this to just about anything. It's now after Halloween, and they're writing it down now for $1.99 a bottle. You cannot beat that. And whenever you see these things where they're going to meet their life expectancy, and they're having an issue where they can't sell them, they'll mark all this stuff way down. You buy it, and when you dehydrate it, it will last for years if you do it under the proper conditions. So when I get mushrooms, I buy the finest mushrooms that are available. And when my local grocery store or produce section cannot sell the mushrooms for whatever reason, it might be school break is out and nobody's home shopping or whatever the case may be, I will buy all of them when they mark them down, and then just have a dehydrating fest with all these gourmet mushrooms, and I will keep them in my freezer for, I could do it for up to a year or longer and use them anytime I want to. There's no spoilage with this. This is the beautiful thing about it. I dehydrate them, I vacuum pack them, get all the air out of them. So they're sealed, vacuum packed, and then I put them in the freezer. And I can have those things for 2 or 3 years. I pulled out things that I've had for a year and a half, rehydrated them on the trail, and they're absolutely incredible. If you want to dehydrate apples, I love taking dehydrated apples on camping trips with me. It gives you some unique taste. It's kind of like your dessert on the camping trail. It makes for a great snack. And I go for the tart ones. These are Granny Smith apples that I have here. And you can do whatever you like. It's your preference. I try to go with the lower sugar content and more tartness. It gives me more of a boost when I eat something that's tart on the trail. But one of the things that you can use is a mandolin for getting your consistency of your slices. And that's about a 9mm slice right there. And what I'll do is I'll cut that in half and put that on there. Dehydrated, it makes and you don't rehydrate these, you just eat them dehydrated. And that'll give you a good chunk. You can put a half of this slice, this 9mm slice, into your mouth and chew on that for a while, and it's just a lot of satisfaction. Another thing that you can do, and this mandolin allows me to do this, is I can do these long straws. So these are about 9mm, but they're straws. So that's kind of nice too. Doesn't take up a whole lot of space in your bag. It allows you to pack your storage bag, your Ziploc bag, or your vacuum pack bag a little tighter if you do them like this. And but make sure whatever you do, you have uniform size. All your pieces should be of a uniform size. That way you're not going to over dehydrate some and under dehydrate others, and you don't have to really sit and babysit the machine all the time, making sure that you have to pick all the ones that are properly dehydrated off while you're waiting for the other ones to finish. So try to get a uniform size, and that's important. But anyway, go with the apples of your choice. I'm doing this right now in apple season, so in North Georgia we have apples galore. So lots of choices. I would suggest that you not do something that's too thin. It's going to dehydrate too easily. You know, here's the comparison. It's going to dehydrate too easily, probably over dehydrate, dry out too much, and you're probably not going to get as much taste out of this as you would out of this. Just food for thought. Since I did the apples in the straw format, the long tubular format, I did put the synthetic bottom on the grates. Now if you were going to cut them in larger chunks, pull the synthetic sheets out underneath here and let the grates, it'll allow more airflow, because I may have to jumble these around my fingers, you know, and just move them around. But I have 5 racks of Granny Smiths, and I'm doing them at 155 degrees for about 15 hours, and let's see where that gets us. And after they finish dehydrating, here's what you've got. These nice little straws. Now these pack so much easier because you can pack a bunch of these straws together. You can put these in a Ziploc bag, or you can vacuum pack them. I'm going to vacuum pack these, and I'll put them in the freezer just to preserve them. I like to keep the skins on. You don't have to, but I prefer it that way. There's some nutritional value, I think, in the skins, so I like to keep them on. But again, the tart ones I always like better, but easy to do. It makes a great trail snack. But when you don't have a lot of room in your backpack or in your kayak, things like this are great. And you can pack them in really, really tight, and it's great between meals. I only eat 1 meal a day out on the trail, and then I might have something like this, something like a little bit of this, and maybe a peanut butter packet or something, and that'll do me. And here's one packed down. So ultimately, you get local fruit at its ripest, at its least expensive, and you buy it in bulk, dehydrate it, and you've got it all year round at a very affordable price. And this would be like this is shrink wrap, this would be a vacuum pack, this would be one meal. I would eat this with a packet of peanut butter, and it's just a great change of pace. But you get the fiber from the skins, you get all the taste out of it, and all the nutrients, everything's still there.